Hey, this is Jotham. I'm going to be talking about this new project I've been working on. And so I've been doing 3 weeks of development so far, but I felt quite ill last week, so I didn't really do any documentation. And so now I'm just going to go through and talk about what I've been up to, what I've been working on, and hopefully you can see the progression through the few weeks. And so I finished my previous project, Shuku and Grande, and I wanted to work on something new. And so I got to work thinking about what kind of pitch I wanted to do and what kind of game I wanted to make. And so I made this pitch for a shooter game. It's called Neptunopolis, and it's about Supermax prison on the planet Neptune, and you're trying to escape and break your way to freedom. And so I wanted the game to be quite agile and fast, and various different weapons, lots of shooting and that sort of thing. And I also wanted enemies to fight as well. And so the main focus of this is, of course, level design. And so I wanted this to start off linear and then hopefully have a bit more of an open section. We'll see how that goes as we progress forward, but I've definitely got the linear section in, which I'll talk about in subsequent weeks. The story as well doesn't have to be super big, just nice and small, audio tapes, that's that kind of thing. And the scope itself, I wanted to design this kind of game for a while. I think also a big emphasis on the look and feel really helps bring the level design to life and makes it a lot more fun, I think. And so with that said, let's jump into the game I've been doing. So this is just a testing zone that I've made. You'll see on the screen I've got a gun and a little bit of text in the bottom right hand corner with the name of a gun and the ammo. And so if I shoot, the ammo goes down, and then if I reload, it comes back again, and you can see it all makes sense. Now if I was to shoot loads, alright, here we are. So I've got 0 ammo left over. It tells me I can't reload, I've not got enough ammo. And so I wanted to work on lots of different kinds of guns in the game, and so I've got a couple scattered about, and this is quite cool. I just walk up to them, and I'm using a gamepad, so I'm using an Xbox controller. If I hold Y, it then switches, and then you can see I've got a new gun with a new name, and this is a fully automatic, so if I just hold down the trigger, it fires, whereas the previous one I had to press every time. I also have weapon switching in the game, so if I just press triangle or press Y, I change weapon. This is more of a rifle, more of a sniper rifle, so I can aim down the sight so it goes a bit further. If I shoot these things, you can see quite powerful. And so let's quickly have a look at the other guns. So if I just run over here, I also implemented a double jump as well, and this is quite interesting. I'll just show you again. So the double jump is actually dependent on the velocity of the player, and so if I'm falling, it overrides the velocity. That means doesn't matter what the velocity is of the player, I'm setting it to be the number. I've had it as 400. But if I've just jumped, I don't really want that to be the case because the normal jump is actually a lot more important or a lot more powerful than the second jump. And so there I just add velocity. As you can see there. And that just gives the double jump a bit more, it just makes it a bit more realistic and a bit more fun to use. Okay, I'm going to swap to this weapon. You can see there's a bar just underneath my cursor. If I hold, it then fires for me. It's a charged weapon. And so if I just tap it, you can see the gun doesn't go too far. But if I hold, it goes the full distance. If you can see there. So that's cool. I'll quickly go to the last one. So this is a super weapon. This is, a lot of fun to use. If I just hold it, it goes so much. But you'll see that it's running, the meter's going up, and that's sort of like its heat. And so if it overheats, then, I can't fire anymore. It also takes a while to reload. I thought that made sense with such a big weapon. If I do it again, so I've sort of got to feather it almost, so I don't get this massive period of time waiting. I also have some enemies in. These are quite fun. And yeah, when I shoot it, it dies, which is cool. And so the last thing to note as well is I'm working on the mechanics. I want to keep it quite fast and agile. So I've already showed you the double jump. I'm also going to show you the wall climb. Let's get a gun. That's a bit less big. Okay. So if I see a wall here, and I just jump into it, and then if I press the left bumper on my controller, then I stick to the wall. And I can look around, and that's all good, but I stick to the wall, I'm in place. And also the field of view changes. So if I jump off, that's fine. And so this can be used sort of to climb and jump up. You can see how I'm jumping and then pressing it again and coming back on. But I've done the delay just so much that it isn't obtrusive. Say if I press it once and then, yeah, there's no chance of it like accidentally happening. So the delay is just long enough between the times of allowing you to do it, so that there's no mistakes, that the player gets it. One more thing to show you, which is really exciting, is I have a grapple hook. So I press the right bumper, I shoot out the grapple hook and go straight towards it. And this can be used in conjunction with the wall climb to get to really cool places. It also has a bit of gravity, and so it gives the player another thing to line up and judge. Let's see here. So yeah, as you can see, it makes the player quite agile. So I think that's all I wanted to show you for today. That was the first week progress I've made. And in the following week, I'll be happy to show you some more level design stuff. But yeah, thanks so far. See you and take care. Bye-bye.